So it is the next day, after I was working on the Sling. I don't know if I'm making this like the same video or a new vlog or what, but I finally got a glasses appointment, like an eye exam or whatever. I know I mentioned it in the one video, but these things are just terrible. And my prescription's like been expired for like years, I think. It's had to be like at least I'd say at least 4 years since I've gotten these, but I feel like it's been longer. And I hate this. Are you guys the same way? I've been behind this car in my neighborhood, like we were pulling out at the same time. I was behind them, and I've been behind them the entire trip from leaving my neighborhood to this like little strip mall thing where my glasses place is. They finally went a different way, but like I was behind them the entire time. It was getting kind of creepy, and I'm like, I can't even help it. But I was like, oh shoot, they're gonna think I'm following them or something, and then I feel like all awkward and stuff. But yeah, anyways, I think I mentioned it in one of my previous vlogs. Get out of the road, birds. Oh wow, that's an old truck. Look at that, if you can see it. Oh, it won't turn far enough. You might be able to see it right here. Yeah. Are we wearing masks in here? Is that still a thing? But I called like, it was sometime last week, and I was like, you guys, I'm finally gonna make an eye appointment. And they were literally like booked up until today. So finally got in here. That lady put on a mask. The workers got a mask, so I think I'll just put it on, you know, over my nose and all that. Oh my god, I hate these. I've been wearing this damn thing all day for work. Now I gotta put it on here. I wanted contacts, but they're not even doing them right now. Dang.
Okay, now we're still with this and how cool that looks. All those zeros out there. And those meters you can't see from there. And these are going to be the clear?
Yep.
Okay.
I like the gray. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, the Ricky's, they're nice. They're very sharp. They're very comfortable too.
Yeah.
Nothing but
I got a big head too, so it makes a difference.
And this is the green get 30%. The few that I would suggest if you do, all the other ones are just like bright colors. You don't want those. So you have the brown gradient where you have dark on top, but it's lighter on the bottom. I use that all the time because I'm going blind and it helps me see things better. This is the solid brown. When the sun starts to go down, you can still wear these and it's very comfortable still.
Right, yeah, I never thought about the gradient.
Yes, it keeps things bright outside.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, because all, you know, the light comes from the top anyway, so.
So then you have the gray, which also has the gradient if you wanted to do that, but again, top is dark, bottom is the lighter, and then, or you have a solid gray. So brighter, darker, same coverage, same thing with this. So
I think probably the solid gray.
You do the solid? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it will match your frame, good.
Right.
But, you know, I just wanted to let you know what the difference is between the
No, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so this is going to be with everything. The one pair with polycarbonate anti-reflective coating, just like what you have on the last ones that you did. And then the other pair, we just stuck with the basic plastic like you did before.
Yeah.
But this time it has the sunglasses, gray solid tint, 88%. They both do have a 1-year warranty on it. And then after, so the total was $507.90 after insurance is applied, and then the 40% off the second pair. It's $188.22 for you out of pocket.
Oh wow, that's the first price hurt.
That's
like,
I like to do that, so then that way you see how
yeah.
much you actually
Holy
saved.
crap. I'm about to be like, I gotta run to the car real quick.
No,
Okay.
that was just before the insurance is applied.
Wow, that's a big difference. Cool.
All right, so does that sound good to you?
Yeah, let's do that. And with having like my new prescription, if I ever wanted to get like another pair, I can just...
Yeah, just come in and order.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And if you decide to do anything like within the next 30 days, you save 40% off anything that you get. After 30 days, though, it just goes back to full price. And then...
Okay.
So are you guys back to work now, or yeah?
We're back, but we're getting like 25 hours a week.
So you're still getting the underemployment then?
No, because I'm in Ohio, and I make just a smidge more than what the unemployment is, so
really?
I don't get any of it. Yeah.
So you don't even get that PUA?
Mm-mm. That's what I was hoping for. I tried, and they said no.
So you actually physically went on and tried,
yeah.
and it told you?
I did like my normal filing, like how I do every week online, and then just put, instead of 0 for my income, I put, what I made from work, and I got nothing.
Just said no.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you just don't even get the PUA.
Right. That's kind of what I was hoping for, but.
Right. Wow.
So back to work, making like a third of what I was making being at home for 2 months. That sucks.
I swear, I know. All right, so we're going to go over everything for you. So 50 was your exam, 20 is your retinal imaging in the first room. So 70 total, insurance covered 40. You get a $10 copay plus the 20. So that's where your 30 comes from. Single vision poly, anti-reflective coating, right lens, left lens, your frame. So they were $193.95, insurance for $28.73, and another $103.95. So $61.25 out of pocket for you. They do have a 1-year warranty on there. And then the second pair is going to be 40% off. So you have single vision, plastic, basic, scratch resistant UV protection, solid 88% tint, right lens, left lens, and frame. Those were $119.95. You get 40% off because of the second pair, so it took $47.98 off, so they were $71.97. And you get a 1-year warranty on those as well. So when you see a 0 here and you see it here, it's because this is included in this. That's why. So then $408.90 after everything is taken off. $188.22.
Cool.
Okay, and then I just have you sign that.
What's the warranty cover? Like?
It's a one-time replacement through the year. If you break them or damage them or scratch them, we'll get you a brand new pair.
Okay, gotcha.
And it'll have everything that you had on it.
Right.
Okay, 7 to 10 business days. This is for you. Same receipt, just your copy. If you have any questions, my name's Tammy, and our telephone number's right there.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
All right, you have a good day.
You guys just call when they're in?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Man, that was... When she said that 500... I'm trying to remember... God, I keep cutting myself off. I'm horrible for that. I apologize. My mind goes 90 million directions at once, and this mask is just ruining my beard. But, so, usually... Let me tell you guys this story, because it makes me sound so dumb. And I just realized this, like, 3 months ago, maybe. I go to America's Best. Really no rhyme or reason. They're like the first place I went to and, just had a great experience. So, I've just always gone back. They always advertise a deal like a free eye exam when you buy 2 pairs of glasses. So, like, oh, damn, that's cool. That's like I don't actually know the price of the eye exam. I just know it's between like $40 and $70, I want to say. So they advertise, you get the free eye exam if you buy 2 pairs of glasses, and their glasses range anywhere from like the frames, like $49.99 all the way up to like $189.99 each. They got like all the labels on them so you can see, and they got them like sectioned by like design and stuff like that, styles. The eye exam is like roughly $50, $60. And then the second pair of glasses, after you get pick your frames out and like any kind of like special lenses, like the thinner ones or like the scratch resistant or anti-glare and stuff like that, you're up to like $150. So in my head, 2 different times I've done this. I've gotten glasses 2 different times, an eye exam and new glasses. This is my 3rd time, but I'm talking about the 2 times before this. I've done that. I'm like, oh yeah, free eye exam. I'll just buy a second pair of glasses, and then I'll have a spare. The second pair of glasses, even with the cheapest, like, plastic, not fancy lenses, is more than the eye exam. And I just realized that. I don't know why, but I just realized that, like, a couple months ago, and I was sitting at work one day thinking about it. I'm like, son of a bitch. Both these times, they hustled me. But, it's my own stupidity. It's a good deal, because I think having 2 pairs of glasses is just good for anybody anyways. If you're like me and you kind of like need them. Like, if I take my glasses off right now, I can function and I can see. Like, I wouldn't be like scared to drive or anything like that. But if I'm trying to like read road signs and stuff like that, I'm like, so like for somebody who like needs their glasses to function, I would say 2 pairs is a good idea in case you break these or lose them or something like that, then you have that spare pair, you know, even if you get like the cheaper crappy lenses. But anyway, so this time I signed up for vision insurance finally. Something I never signed up for. I always forgot when open enrollment would come around. I just kind of was like, oh, you know, there's nothing wrong with my insurance, might as well leave it like it is. And I completely forget about vision insurance. So I finally signed up for that, and you heard the price before. What I got was going to be like $500 almost, and my insurance and, you know, their discounts brought it down to like $180, which is, I think, half of what I usually pay. So when I got these are Ray-Bans, but the frame, it was on clearance because it was their last pair of these frames. So I got these for like, I think they were normally like $180 or $160 or something like that. And when I brought them up there, I was like, yeah, I want these Ray-Bans, you know, the tag was on them. She's like, oh, this is the wrong tag. There's no way these are this price. I'm like, well, that's the tag on them. I mean, this isn't like Walmart where you can set it in the wrong spot. Like, you literally physically have to put the tag on them, and the tag says the frames. And she goes them back. She's like, oh yeah, these ones are on clearance. I'm like, thank you. But so I got these, and then I would get a second pair, like not the same ones, just like a generic. Like my other ones are like the, you know, the thinner frames and stuff. I like that style back in like the 2010-ish, you know, era or whatever, when I first got glasses. You know, that was kind of cool, but now I like the bigger frames. I would get two pair, and my main pair I would get like the anti-glare, anti-scratch, and like the polycarbonate lenses, which means they're like shatterproof. So like if a rock flies up, or, you know, like anything heavy flies up and hits my glasses, they're not gonna shatter and like bust into my eyes. I get that, and then on the second pair I just get like the basic, you know, plastic lenses, which honestly I can't tell a difference in terms of the thickness, because they always say like the polycarbonate ones, they're like 33% thinner and blah 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 and lighter. I personally can't tell a difference in that part. The big thing for me is the anti-glare. That is a night and day difference. But so I got my new pair, just the same lenses like this, just the anti-glare, polycarbonate, anti-scratch, and then I got a pair. They're similar to these, but they've got like some red like around the forehead. I am so sweaty. It is hot out here. Soon I turn the fan off so I can record for a few minutes, and then everybody decides to start doing yard work. I'm like, oh my god, come on you guys. As soon as I pull the phone out. But so I got another huge feet done. I ended up using that fuse panel. I ordered the same one on Amazon. It's not gonna be here for a few days, but I'm just, you know, not gonna go through the car wash, you know, and get it soaking wet, so I'm not worried about it. So when it does get here, I have, you know, the waterproof cover for it. But I ended up using that. I've got that wired up. So I've got it right here for now. I kind of wanted it right here, but it's just thin plastic, so screws and anything would show through. I've got two relays for my blinkers, and don't mind this wiring. This is all just clipped together literally so I can test it. So my blinkers are right here. These flash for my blinkers. They do the job, but they're small and they're not that bright. So these halos right here, you can see, are super bright, you know, really grab your attention. These outer ones will actually flash with the blinkers. So these will flash yellow when the blinker's on. So I'll show you that. What I had to do was basically wire up relays that are triggered by each blinker. You know, one's the left side, one's the right side. And then that relay will power any additional stuff I want to put on the front. Like I got these strips too. These are gonna go above the headlights across the hood on an angle on either side. And just like the halos, they're gonna be white when the key is on. You can't really see. I guess you kind of can. They're gonna be white when the key is on like that, and then when I turn the blinker on, they're actually sequential, so it, like, you know, lights up orange and it kind of like fades away. But now when I turn the blinker on, it actually works. So huge difference. Not only does it look cool, but it literally, you know, it makes it safer, because like I said, this blinker was not that good from the factory. And now you can hear it. See, when I turn the other one on, look at how bright this is. And then that one, you can barely see it reflecting on the hood. And there's no blinker sound with those. So with the relays, at least they'll have some click. Left blinker. And you see the white comes back on, and then right blinker. See how it's just dead silent? So I highly doubt I'll be able to hear that when the key is going, but it would be cool. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, you guys. So, greasy dinner's going. It's like 8 o'clock-ish, I think. Yeah, right about 8. Done with the slingshot for the night. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. I actually was supposed to be done today because tomorrow was that cruise, but the cruise got postponed till Saturday again because tomorrow it's supposed to rain like all day. So it actually ended up working out in my favor. But so yeah, I'm back inside now, whipping up some dinner real quick. I pretty much got these burgers perfected. I've made them, I think this is the 3rd time. The recipe that I kind of followed said to make a ball, put it on the pan, like on the griddle or whatever, and then squish it down. I don't like doing that because they never come out good. This one on the left, I did like that. The one on the right, I ended up on the counter, like on the aluminum foil where I was getting it ready. I squished it down. I made like a perfect circle. You know, it was the perfect thickness. But it still cooked up and shrunk so much. So like, I mean, I had that patty probably like this thick, thin, that's really thin for me. So like this thin, and it's still now like this, and you know, it's like half the diameter. So next time I make them, I'm gonna do them like literally paper thin, and because I like 2 thinner patties as one burger. It's I don't know, it's like the perfect amount. These are really good as one burger, like as one patty on, you know, a sandwich or whatever. But yeah, Shelby, like, I don't like the sausage and stuff like that, like the kielbasa and like bratwurst and stuff. Everybody gives me crap, but like I don't know, I don't like them. I never have. I don't hate them, like they're not terrible, but they're just not desirable to me, so I don't eat them. Shelby loves them, so every time we do hamburgers, you know, usually you do hot dogs, but we do these. I love hot dogs, but we do the little like cheddar bratwurst or whatever for her. She's at work, so this will be a nice surprise when she gets home. Oh, you guys, I cannot wait to get my glasses. These things are bad. The coating is just like coming off more and more, and the eye doctor or whatever was talking to me about it. He's like, yeah, I can see. He's like, you know, that stuff, he's like, when it's there, it's great. He's like, but when it starts to wipe off and like peel off, he's like, you wish you didn't get it. And I'm like, yeah. But he said, because I've had these for like over 4 years now, and he said, he's like, usually right around the 2-year mark is when I noticed, he said, when his personally started getting messed up. So, and he's like, you know, obviously I get them for free because I've, you know, the optometrist or whatever the hell you call it. But I was like, right. And I was like, yeah, I gotta pay for mine. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and see you guys in a second. Delicious as usual. Even with the patties being like too thick in my eyes, like it's still amazing. This time I just did a quick thing. I didn't do like an onion or anything like that. Onion really kind of makes it for me, as well as lettuce, and didn't have lettuce either. Shelby grabbed the hamburger the other day when she went to the store. Completely forgot to tell her to get the other stuff. My fault. But on Memorial Day, jeez, why was that so hard to say? On Memorial Day, we were gonna grill out here, and we ended up going down to her parents' house, you know, and Angry Grandma's. I don't know like what I should call it. Like, it's her mom and dad's house, but Angry Grandma lives there, and her brother and sister. I'm just gonna say family. We went to her family's house and, you know, visited, and ended up, you know, kind of grilling out down there. But we were gonna grill up here, and we stupidly waited until Monday to go to the store, which was Memorial Day. I didn't have high hopes of finding hamburger, but she thought there would be. There wasn't. Went to Kroger. They were completely out, but they had like those like rolls of like ground turkey in its place. And the lady was sitting there like, oh, if you're looking for hamburger, you can use ground turkey and do the same stuff. You know, it's really good, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, ugh. We both kind of looked at each other and laughed, and I'm like, might as well try it. You know, people do make like turkey burgers and stuff like that. We've never done that, but so we bought it, and then, you know, that's later on we ended up going down there, so we didn't make it. But the next day, we actually ended up making it. I was like, you know what? I'm like, and we went back to the store Tuesday, or maybe it was Wednesday, I don't remember. But we got, you know, this batch of hamburger, or she got this batch of hamburger or whatever. And I was like, let's try the turkey burgers. You know, if they suck, we'll toss them away and, you know, we'll use the regular hamburger. You know, it doesn't hurt to try. So I looked up, you know, online, because I'd assume it's a little bit different, and, you know, maybe how you season it or cook it. I was wondering, I was like, with a turkey burger, you probably want to cook that like completely. And I was right, you want to no pink at all. Pink is bad. A lot of them were saying like, oh, you know, take breadcrumbs and an egg and mix them together, and, you know, like mash it in with your turkey. And I'm like, we don't have breadcrumbs. I don't think we have eggs. And I'm like, that already sounds like too much work. I'm not down for all that. She had called her mom, and, you know, she's like, no, just form them like patties and throw them on the stove. So I basically followed all the directions except the breadcrumbs and stuff. And they're like, you know, they're going to crumble and they're not going to hold together. They held together just fine. And everybody said, like, use more seasoning than normal, which, you know, I love my seasoning. Cut it open, put it in a bowl, and then just literally like poured onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and just, you know, kind of like mashed it all together and mixed it in. And we had a ton, actually, because they had like the big ones on sale. And, well, I mean, that was the only ones they had, but they were on sale. I formed 2 or 3 patties to like experiment with. You know, I wanted to test out like how long to cook them, and, you know, was that enough seasoning? You know, should I add anything else? Like, should we put cheese on them or no? So I made a few of them, put one of them on a bun, put cheese on it, and I took a bite, and I'm like, holy crap, like, it was actually really good. If you guys never had it, like, it was surprising. Like, it's different than a burger. You know, you're not going to eat a turkey burger and be like, oh yeah, it's the same thing. You would never know the difference. You'll definitely know the difference, but, like, it wasn't bad in, like, any sense of, like, you know, oh, you know, like a vegetarian, like a meat patty or something like that, where you're just like, this just, it's terrible, but it's got the same texture or something. Like, this was really good. Had a little bit different, you know, type of flavor, but made it just like a burger. Like, I put ketchup and mayonnaise, cheese. If we would have had lettuce and stuff like that, that's when I forgot to tell her to get it. But, you know, if we would have had that stuff, I would have put that on there, and it was delicious. Like, I made those for dinner. You know, I had 2, she had 1, and, you know, we did the bratwurst or whatever. 2 things I noticed is a little bit of that stuff, like a little bit of turkey, fills me up way more than, you know, like hamburger meat. And I don't know if it's because it's like more dense or something like that, but we made just like regular fries in the oven, and then I made 2 single patty burgers out of it, you know, like I would normally eat. And I didn't even get halfway through the second burger, and I was just like, oof, I am stuffed. So they filled me up more. But another thing is, they are definitely a lot drier than a hamburger. Like, my hamburgers, when I cook them, like, they're juicy. Better word. That's the word I was looking for, but moist came out. So, you know, hamburgers and steak and stuff like that, they're juicy. Turkey burgers, for me, when they were fully cooked, was not really juicy at all. But that was my first time cooking them, so it's possible that I overcooked them. But, you know, there wasn't like any charring or burning or anything like that. So, yeah, tomorrow I got to work again. After work, I really need to cut the grass. Like, this grass is just atrocious this year. Like, I'll cut it, and then like 2 days later it needs to be cut again. But I'm like, nah, I'll give it another day. And then on that 3rd day it ends up raining. And then, you know, now I got to like double cut the lawn because it's just so damn long. I'm not going to do that tomorrow because it's supposed to be raining, so hopefully I can just get in the garage and get the rest of that stuff done to the Slingshot, because I'm so anxious to... It's filthy from the last time when I drove it home last weekend. It's covered in bugs and all that from driving home. Oh, excuse me. So I want to wash it, and I want to see it. You know, you see where it's at in the garage. I have like... When I'm looking at the front, I have like from me to the phone away, and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks sweet. But like, I haven't gotten like a full-on view of it yet. And I have a ton ton of LED strips to add to it, and I think those are gonna be like a future project. I have no desire to add more stuff onto that right now. I've done the LED headlights, the switchback brows, the switchback halos, the white halos, the fuse box. That was the big thing I wanted to get done. That will make it easier for me to add anything in the future because I have a power source right there up front. I did the blinker relays, so I don't got to worry about my blinkers not working. I really want a new radio for it. I've got a dual one in there right now, which it's a high-end dual that does CarPlay and all that. It's got a really nice screen on it, but I'm a Pioneer guy. I love the way the Pioneers are set up, so I really want to upgrade, but all the adult bills are coming back now, so can't be spending that kind of money, even though it's, I mean, probably about $250 for the one I want. But big boy bill or adult bills are back, and my hours are cut in half, so you know, pick and choose. And unfortunately, bills got to be paid. If any of you guys want to get me a birthday present, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and I will see you guys next time. I was going to say maybe when I get my glasses. No, it'll be before that. But all right.